Hi, this is Amin, and in this class I will show you how to use the NERDTree plugin with IdeaVim. First, if you are new to IdeaVim, I've linked my introduction video that shows you how to set it up step by step from scratch. Furthermore, you can check out a couple of articles that I included in the description for more details. So the main goal of this plugin is to let you navigate the project pane using vim-style key bindings. So, of course, you can open the project pane without using this plugin using the default shortcut. In my case, it's Command 1 on Mac. However, you will need to use the arrow key to move up and down, which takes your fingers from the home row on your keyboard. On the other hand, NERDTree lets you use vim-style key bindings to perform any action. Moreover, on top of the functionality from the context menu, NERDTree provides some extra features that we are going to overview later. Also, one can say that NERDTree duplicates the IDE shortcuts, and that is true. However, vim-style key bindings are available on any IDE or application that has a decent Vim emulation, or even if you are still using Vim for minor edits like configuration files. So you will be learning a single set of shortcuts as opposed to learning a new one for every new tool you use. So let's see how we can use this plugin, and later on I'm gonna show you how to set it up. So of course the first shortcut I'm gonna show you is how to activate that project pane. So let's say that you are on the editor. To go to that project pane, you're gonna hit Control N, and by the way, the Control N is something I mapped, right? And later on in the setup portion of the video, you will see how you can change that. But also note that this is the only shortcut that I'm setting. All the other shortcuts I'm gonna show you while in that project pane are the default one in the NERDTree plugin. So once I'm here in the project pane, I can close that using Q. And in order to reopen it again, I can use Control N again. And if I want to exit the project pane and go back to the editor without closing it, I can hit escape. So basically using escape similar to any tool window in any IntelliJ product. So let's say you are working on a project that has deeply nested file structure. And as you can see here, the width of the project pane is not that much. And that's something I selected, right? And let's say here you can see the full name of the files. What you can use is the capital A shortcut to see it in full screen, and once you're done, use the same shortcut to close it again. So once you are on the project pane, the most basic shortcuts are J to go down and K to go up, and also you can use Control J to go to the next sibling, so basically the next item on that same level, or Control K to go the same way but upward, right? And let's say I have like a folder with multiple files, like a long list of files. So you can use capital J to go to the last one and capital K to go to the first one in that folder, right? Also, if I'm inside this folder structure here, I can use P to go to that parent, or capital P to go to the project parent. So another way to move around that tree structure in the project pane is to use search. So let's say I want to move to that tests folder. So I can use search by just start typing. So I hit test, and then I can go and open that folder. So you can either open folders using Enter or O, basically to toggle open and close. Also, you can use X to only close. Also, you can use Shift O to open recursively. So in case you need to refresh the content of the current folder, basically to pick up any changes that occurred in some background process, you can hit R to do that, or you can hit capital R, so Shift R, to refresh the entire project. Also, you can use M to show the context menu, but again, this is against what you're trying to do, because here you will need to use the mouse to click on something, and we don't want to do that. But I just want to show you that that exists. So now let's check some shortcuts that deal with files. So let's say I want to open this file, I can hit O to open it. And as you can see, my cursor moved to the editor. However, I can do the same thing without moving my cursor using GO. So as you can see, the file is open and my cursor is still in the project pane. This is very good if you want to just peek at the content of a file and you don't want to move your cursor out from the project pane, because for example, if I open this one with the O or enter, I'll still need to hit Control N to go back to the project pane. So that's saving you like a couple of shortcuts there. Also, you can open in a horizontal split using I. So like this, close this one. I can open it in a vertical split using S, like this, or I can open it in a tab. So let's say I want to open this file in a tab. I use T. So if I hit tab right now, you can see I'm moving to the file that opened in a new tab. So all the features that I just showed are very useful. However, on a daily basis, I don't really use the project pane, because on the project that I know the file structure and I know the file names, I mainly use the file search utility. So let's say I want to open a file that I know, for example, that test model zoo. I can hit test and zoo, and I can rely on the fuzzy finding to make my life easier. I can even use the recent file window, so I can move around and open the file I want. So I only use the project pane when working on a project that is fairly new to me, or a case where I don't know where a file is, or I don't know what's the name of that file. That being said, let's jump to how to set up this plugin. So the first thing is to enable it, of course. So you can either use the plug command or the set command. However, I like the set command because it tells me which Vim plugin is getting emulated, so I can check the documentation, because even if I'm not using Vim or NeoVim, some documentation will still apply, even if I'm using IntelliJ product. So like I said earlier, the only command that I'm mapping is the NERDTree, basically the one that activates the project pane. So the NERDTree focus does a similar thing. So if you are on a editor, you can focus the NERDTree. However, if it's closed, it will not open it, right? If I do remember correctly. So the NERDTree toggle command lets you open and close. So basically right now, if I want to close that project pane, I need to go to the project pane and hit Q, right? And then open it again like this. So that NERDTree toggle command will let you do that. And again, the NERDTree close will do a similar thing, right? Let's say that I want to close that. So instead of moving to the project pane, then close it, you can map this close command directly from the editor, right? So the other command is defined. So as you can see here, when I'm on the project pane, I can start typing and then it starts searching. However, you can map a command that you can execute that from the editor. So while I'm in the editor, I can search in that project tree. However, I don't find it that useful, because if you want to search, you can just use the file search, which is way powerful. The other thing is the refresh route. So let's say if you work on a project that is using some background process and you constantly need to refresh, you can map this. However, on all my projects, I don't rely on this, and if I need to refresh, I can just jump to this and hit R or capital R to refresh the entire project. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and check out my other videos on IdeaVim.